Cousins, I tried to go live on IG like I promised I would because I've been saying I'm gonna get out my shell and I'm not gonna be the same that I've been doing for all of these years, and it did not want to let me do it. So here we are, back in my shell, back in my comfort zone. All I had to do was show the universe I was ready to show up, and the universe said, "Girl, we ain't even gonna scare you like that. Go ahead, you'll still get your message across." A couple of days ago, I made a post on Twitter, and I was asking, why did I say it like that? Twitter. Why did I say it like that? And I asked, what's your favorite memory? And then I went on to talk about how memories can be portals and you should use them as such. And they can actually be a memory from the past that you can use in your current space and use it to catapult to the future. And I said I was going to go live about that topic today so that I could have had an interactive session. But I'm still hoping for an interactive session because I'm going to post this multiple places. So, what is your favorite memory? Things that make you go, What's your favorite memory? And it doesn't matter how old it is or how short-lived it is. And we're going to talk a little bit about that a little later. But for right now, I want you to be reminiscing, nostalgic, if you will. Mars is in Cancer. Cancer is the ruler of nostalgia. No matter where Cancer is in their life, things were better back then. And back then could have been 2 weeks ago. Or back then could have been 10 years ago. Either way, Cancer has the memory of an elephant and nostalgia rules their life. Every Cancer you know likely has some sort of a collection of something from their childhood. Movies, dolls, shoes, cars, something like that. And they may not be Cancer Sun, but they may be Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. Any hooters. While I'm getting ready to read to you what my homegirl Google told me about memories and their potency, I want y'all to be trying to think about what is your favorite memory? What memory makes you go, I'm so excited. I remember when that happened. It made me so excited. Okay. The homegirl on Google and her AI homeboy said that memories can be powerful in many ways. And then they broke it down into some segments. I said, well, go ahead, do your big one, AI, because I don't fuck with you. John Connor showed me not to fuck with you, but you're proving some good points right here. Emotional memories. Memories with strong emotional content are often more robust. The amygdala is a part of the brain, and it is activated by emotional events, which can help encode memories and make them easier to retain. So those are emotional memories. Something that you can remember on an emotional vibration or frequency is encoded in your very core and your very fabric of being. Childhood memories is the next one. Early memories can shape a person's personality, behaviors, and physical health. Positive childhood memories can lead to higher self-esteem, better coping mechanisms, and a more positive outlook on life. Any millennials watching this, we are living, breathing proof of what a traumatic childhood can do to a person's childhood memories. And I briefly spoke about collections and things of that nature with zodiac placement, but the very same is true for millennials. That batch of us who were told that we had to grow up, and we had to grow up when we were kids. We had to grow up when we were kids. So now here we are in our late 30s, early 40s. Not chasing the past, but very much so living in the past. Positive memories can help with stress. Recalling happy memories can help disrupt negative thought patterns, reduce anxiety, and lower cortisol levels. Reminiscing about positive memories can also increase activity in the brain's reward regions and prefrontal regions, which can help regulate emotion and cognitive control. Keep that at the forefront of your space. Positive memories can help with stress. Rethinking of a happy memory or a happier time can help disrupt any negative or anxious thought pattern that you may be experiencing right now in your current reality, no matter what the current reality may be. Recalling a past vibrational memory that felt really good or that was really good can reduce anxiety, disrupt negative thought patterns, disrupt What we seek in meditation, the whole reason why we want to meditate is so we can find answers and feel more connected to our inner selves. It don't get no more doper than a recant or a recall of a memory of when it felt really good. Reminiscing about positive memories can also increase activity in the brain's reward regions. Because if you're reflecting on a time in your life when you've previously won, you were the winner, they were saying your name, and you got the prize, that then unlocks that part of your brain that says, oh, we're winning again. Cognitive control, cognitive function. Of course, I'm going to move around like I'm a winner. Of course, I'm going to get in position to receive because it's already been proven that I can do it because I'm living off of my own memory. Episodic memory is the last one that they talk about. And they said this is the ability to retain events in a specific time, place, and context. It evolved to help people learn from experience, solve problems, and plan for the future. So I appreciate the entire breakdown, the entire synopsis, the entire cortex of our neural capacities in the AI that was given to us. I love every version of the memory that we may carry with us that goes deeper when you're doing like inner child healing, because you may realize that yes, you did inner child healing on a surface level, but you never retrieved who that child could have been had they never even been hurt in the first place. Then the teenager who was just a bigger version of the younger you still needs to be healed and matured. And then the same thing is true with your young adult self. So that's the unpacking and the unraveling of the memory process. But my favorite part of this whole thing, positive memories can help with stress, getting rid of the anxiety, disrupting demolishing a current anxious experience, a current stressful experience can be demolished by you remembering something that happened to you back in 1992 and it made you feel good. The episodic memory is one of my favorites as well, simply because if you have a photographic memory and if your trauma was so significant, or if the experience was so significant, you remember the time, the date, the place where you were when it happened, then that again gives you momentum in the right direction, the direction of the winner circle, your brain's reward center, to attain that vibration and that reality again. So now that we've done some background knowledge and history on memories being portals, let's activate that in our own day-to-day experience. As with any spiritual practice, you will want to reset, then you want to choose, then you want to hold, then you want to maintain. Reset, choose, hold, and maintain. Why is the resetting so important? Because if you're getting ready to bring in the biggest change of your life, you don't want to bring it in with muck on it. You don't want to bring it in, I have to turn this on. You don't want to bring it in with disruption. You don't want to bring it in with the negative. You don't want to bring it in with what's happening right now. If what's happening right now is causing you anxiousness, as the memory system just told us, you don't want to go into your ability to create the next best possible moment with the stress of the moment that you're in now. So reset. I recommend doing a 5-minute cleanse of whether that be a meditative cleanse, whether that be a frequency cleanse, whether that be sitting outside, getting some fresh air, good sunlight on you for about 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is far enough time, which again, we're going to talk about in just a couple of seconds, because I don't want anybody to get caught up in, I don't have enough time for that. Oh, you have enough time. Those hours that you spend doom scrolling or putting money in other people's pocket because you stay watching somebody else's video for longer than a minute, you got time. So before you get lost in the pizzazz of the world, first fertilize your mind and renew your environment by the power of your mind. Even the Bible says that. I forgot what verse it is. But you can renew what you are experiencing through the power of your mind. So reset. Do a 5-minute recharge and an energetic cleanse before you attempt to do, this is quantum leaping at its finest. If you've been a member of my Patreon, a member of my family, tribe for all of this time, for the last 7 years, you have benefited from the quantum jumping. Some may call it the 2-cup method. They may call it quantum jumping. You have benefited from it because I was one of the first, and it's not tooting my own horn, but I was one of the first spiritualists to bring that out to the masses and teach about how powerful it is. But this one is even more powerful because you don't need no water. You don't need glasses. You don't need a post-it note. You don't need a pen. You need you. Focus. Reset. A fresh canvas in the mind of what you are trying to create. And then you are on your way. Okay, so after you did your reset, you need to choose. Choose the best possible feeling memory. I asked you this at the beginning of the video. I hope by now you have decided which one it is. If you haven't, bookmark, save, do whatever you got to do to make sure that you can gain it. You can gain access to what you need to focus on in order to get you to your next dimension. But choose the best possible feeling that you've ever experienced. And this is where we're going to talk about time. It doesn't matter how long ago it was or how short-lived it is, because spiritual science, weird science, metaphysicians, occult mystery, astronomics, all great things of the astral and ethereal realm support that 17 seconds is all that you need to focus. Abraham Hicks talks about the 17 focus rule. And she sometimes jokes about how you might find yourself thinking about something negatively and it might be on the 18th second and you're like, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. And it's funny, but it's real. Because all power gains momentum. Negative energy gains momentum faster because just stop and look around. War, poverty, lying, the dimensional space that you currently reside in is a bit chaotic. So if you have chaotic thoughts and chaotic focuses yourself, then you will gain more momentum that way. That in the same breath is why some people get discouraged from doing their own mental, spiritual grid work, because the momentum of bad focus can gain so quickly. And sometimes that positive focus may take a couple of days. I always say 3. It may take a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, depending on how focused you can be. Remember, you want to choose and hold, which is going to be our next position, but you can change the reality by renewing your own focus, by renewing your own consciousness in your own mind. So you only need 17 seconds to transmute any situation, to transition any situation. You only need 17 seconds to fertilize a thought, idea in a situation. Today is Friday the 13th. This is the time to get into the energy. Do you dig me? This is a great time for protection. This is a great time for love, manifestation, rituals, and we're right before the eclipse, and this is going to be the last time that you'll be able to manifest until well into November or December. So if I were you, I would get all my rocks off, and not in that way, prior to the eclipse transit. Hold your vision. That's another place where people stumble. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. You got to know when. Because if you fold every time it gets hard, then you're not going to ever maintain. Even this eclipse series is teaching us that. Pisces gets tired quickly, so maybe they want to rest on their journey, but they know if they rest too long, then they're going to get bypassed by the journey itself. So that's the wake-up call that we are all assessing right now, but especially with using your memory as a portal. Hold the vision of the past. Hold the vision, and I don't mean get stuck in the past. It's tricky. Find the memory. For the longest time, the memory that was my favorite memory was when I beat a girl in 4th grade in the track and field who was really kind of like a bully to me. And I can't say I beat her, we tied. But I didn't even think that I was good enough to be in the same caliber with her. And I was. And my godmother was there to see it. And she got one of the biggest mouths you've ever heard. So, hey, she made me feel good. The world made me feel good. My mother was a teacher, so she wasn't able to be there, but she told my mom, and my mom was happy. It was just a great thing. And they never even knew what I was going through on a personal level about this girl kind of being mean to me in school. So they didn't know how much of a win this was to me. But for the longest time, that was my memory that I would go to. Throughout the time of life, I have utilized many points of manifestation. Again, if you've been around any amount of time, the Magic Manual that came out probably 6 years ago. And on the Magic Manual, I talk about, it's an ebook. I'm going to figure out a way to make it available so y'all can get it for $1. In the Magic book, I talk about how you get into the energy of what it is that you want before you want to get into it. And then things will materialize quicker. When you focus on what you want to see as opposed to what is a reality, then what you want will become tangible. But if you continue to water the soil of what doesn't feel good, that will continue to be as well. So holding your focus, holding your focus no matter what, on that good feeling memory and that good feeling energy, and then moving forward and holding space for it. Then maintain. So maintaining is going to sleep with your manifestation on your mind. First, giving gratitude for all of the things that you've already manifested. And remember, we are taking rank of our own manifestation wins because we're remembering what we've done. Mufasa, remember who you are, Simba. We're remembering what we've done. So if we can remember how great we've been and how dope we've been, oh, it's gonna be easy. It don't matter what challenge it is. It's like, oh, I'm just being stretched. Because I remember when I thought I couldn't do that other shit too. And I did it with flying colors. So let's go. Winner circle. Winner circle. Um, so sleeping with your manifestation, um, giving gratitude for what you've already manifested, but then breathing life into your future manifestations is the best dream pillow. That's another manifestation method I talk about on Patreon. It's been years since I've talked about it. I think it's been years since we've done it in the manifestation challenges, but it works because you script what it is that you want. So you can either write that in pencil, a number 2 pencil, red, because it's like blood. That's why you hear people say write in red, because it's basically like a contract of your blood, but not. I've heard some people say purple because it is the highest cosmic color, but it's really not. Hot pink is the highest cosmic color. So if you want to go that route, then yes. But I say keep it basic. Number 2 pencil, or write it in red and do it by daylight, what you're trying to bring in. Number 2 pencil, write it in red, write it in moonlight if you're trying to get rid of it. And then write it and fold it away from you if you are trying to get rid of it. Write it and fold it towards you if you are trying to bring it towards you. Any hooters. That's the best dream pillow that you can have and set yourself up for. And that also increases your chances of waking up with a positive thought. Your highest vibration is when you first wake up in the morning. So that's why I always encourage my clients to do their meditation, their gratitude ritual at the beginning of the day, before you've picked up your phone, unless you just hitting snooze, before you've even gotten up to go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, any of that, before you've worried about what you didn't do last night, what you got to do today. Gratitude. Thank you. I'm here again. I don't care how much your life sucks. And side note, if you feel like your life sucks and you don't ever want to have to come back here and be a human again, you better get to work. You got some work to do. The eclipse gonna help you. Saturn and Pisces is not gonna even let you think you're gonna get by on the skin of your teeth without doing some work. But if you happen to be one of those people who, I don't want to come back here and have to repeat this, I'm sorry, but that vibration is gonna have you right back in this same vibration, and probably at a lower consciousness, because you won't learn. But when you first wake up, give gratitude. I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that I'm able to do it again. I'm grateful that I'm on my high flying disc, as Abraham Hicks say. I'm grateful that I am in alignment. I'm grateful for protection. I'm grateful for being in the land of the living. And now I am ready to receive whatever the direction it is that I need for the day. And this is why this is a very important part of the day, and a very important part of your meditation space and memories and portals. When you first wake up, if your body or your consciousness is telling you, I don't think we should go to work today, or I think we should go in a little bit late, but you're just pushing through on routine or on regimen, there you are missing the bridge to the very question that you asked, or the very energy that you tried to move in last night or today or what have you. This gives you the time to actually be in tune with your highest consciousness and your highest self, and hear what is next. What does the Most High want you to do? What does great grandma want you to do today? Whatever, whoever you work with and whatever you do. So, vibing out before manifesting is one of my final or final pieces of advice. It goes right hand in hand with reset. You want to get into alignment with the energy you're trying to bring in. So for me, I have a favorite rapper. If you know, you know. For years, been my favorite rapper since I was probably 16. It unlocked a portal last week on why. I do the best to make the most money. Like, I make the best decisions and make the best investments when I listen to this nigga. And I sometimes try to go like time without listening, because I feel like I'm too energetically connected to the music. And so I'll be like, you need to chill. And then shit kind of slows down, because no matter what other music I listen to, it's not charging me up like the other music charges me up. But as soon as I hit play on one of his old songs, it can be a song from 2003. That shit put a key in my back. And I have no idea what it is, y'all. And I don't mean in a bad way. Because sometimes you can listen to music that is a programming music that is leading you away from your higher self. That music leads me into exactly who the fuck I'm supposed to be, this time, space, and continuum. Do you heard me? So find out what makes you feel good. Listen to your favorite song, your favorite artist, watch your favorite show, go walk, go jog, go yoga, whatever it is that you do. This gets you into the energetic space of feeling good before you try to pull things in. When you fine tune your focus, then you will be able to find that then you can transmute bad memories into good ones. But I highly don't recommend that if you get triggered easily, or when you think about your past, or when you think about the trauma, you get triggered and thrown off your rocker. I highly don't recommend you do that until you get very diligent in your creative ability of using a past memory. Use at the end of every memory visualization quest, I want you to end it with, universe, show me how good it's going to get. And then be prepared for great change, massive change. So this concludes the Memories Are Portals session. I had told someone on Twitter yesterday that, because they said they don't have IG, but they were interested in this, I was going to try to figure out a way to convert this, download it, put it on my Etsy site, and charge like $1 for it. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to go look for the Magic Manual, but it was written so many years ago. It may need to be upgraded because y'all may not be wanting to read the first HTML pages ever. But I hope that you enjoy this. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up. My books are open. Past life readings are portals as well. Your entire zodiac chart is a portal. Your reason for life this lifetime is to self-law and master yourself. Nothing else, no one else, yourself. And you can do that through these tools of empowerment and resource. Y'all have a good one. Holla back.